a short story. It's a dream from a character in a larger story. So, standing before a door on a crowded sidewalk, he decided to enter, but when he put his hand to the door handle and his thumb to the latch trigger, someone opened the door from within. It inched open until an old man stuck his head out. "Sorry, sir, you can't come in. This place is for children only." A small hand had appeared on the old man's left forearm, and a tiny voice, that of a young girl, piped through the door. "He can come in. He's alone, and there's no danger." At this, the old man retreated, and the girl stepped forward, offering a warm smile. "Welcome," she said in a friendly tone. Come in, please." She stepped aside and swept her arm gracefully toward the interior of the restaurant. Upon taking a few steps in, Robert's hand was taken by the young girl's, and he was led through the crowded room. At the tables were children of ages ranging from 4 to 13. The young girl led Robert along the left wall, then along the back wall to the right wall, and to a bench where the girl suggested he sit. He sat quietly, looking up at the girl's smiling face. After smiling intently at Robert, the girl, who he now noticed was holding a clipboard, returned to the front door, her short stature almost entirely obstructed by the crowd of patrons as she walked, so that he could see only the top of her blonde head. He noticed little boys carrying waiters' trays with dirty dishes on them or beverages and simple drinking glasses who were attentively looking here or there for the next child in need of something. One of the taller waiters, who was carrying a tray with beverages on it, noticed him and approached to offer him something to drink. The boy stopped in front of him, pointed to each beverage in turn, and said, "Orange juice, cranberry juice, soda, water, apple cider? Which would you like, sir?" The boy spoke with complete confidence and gracefulness. Robert felt himself hesitating for a moment, then picked up the orange juice and said, "Thank you," as the boy walked off. Lit candles provided all of the room's light, which they emitted from 3 chandeliers hanging low from the ceiling. The children were very animated, their hand gestures flying in all directions, so that there was a golden sea of human motion, like a windy day on the coast. His attention was then attracted by 2 boys, 7 and 10 years of age, the older on the left and the younger on the right, who were seated at the closest table to his bench. They were having a conversation in calm and cordial tones, their sophisticated voices traveling through the din of the crowd. It isn't that I am more human if I feel this way, the younger one was beseeching the older one. I feel truly human. He then thought for a moment with his eyes cast down. Well, the older boy began his reply. You say you feel human. What would you feel if you didn't feel human? I mean, what do you spend time feeling when you're not feeling this way? I think I really do feel this way all the time, but most of the time it's a latent state. That is my dominant experience in life, the baseline that I return to. Well, that sounds reasonable. Why don't we ask him? To indicate Robert, the older boy made a gesture with his right hand. Robert was caught off guard. What would you like to ask me exactly? The older boy posed his question. Is there such a thing as the feeling or emotion of being human? Ah, Robert said, as if he didn't know what to say next. Yes, I do think there is such a thing, he finally replied. The younger boy, with his head down, appeared to be embarrassed and stirred some item on his plate. The older boy prompted Robert, "What's the significance of this?" Robert felt that he did not have the capacity for following a conversation and began to look about him, first trying to spot the hostess at the front of the room, and when he did not see her there, he casually glanced at the doorway the old man had disappeared through at the back of the room. There he saw the old man peering at him, his hand planted on the doorframe. Bent on confronting the old man, but with no idea what he was going to say, he approached the doorway. The old man leaned back into the back room. Robert stepped just through the threshold. The old man looked into Robert's face and asked, "So what does that mean to you? What's the significance?" Robert said nothing and felt no compulsion to do so. The man asked again, straining his voice with supplication and anxiety, as if it were something he could not die without knowing. Robert stepped back into the dining area and looked around at the children at the tables. He began to notice some of the children were now still and looking in his direction. In fact, they were staring straight at him, into his eyes, not with particular effort or intensity, but calmly and unwaveringly. One by one, the number of children doing this grew until every one of them was looking attentively at his face. One of the youngest girls, sitting at a table near the front door with 6 other children, dropped her utensils and stood up on her chair with a solemn look on her face and exclaimed, "We are human, and everyone is human." A boy near the center of the room stood up on his chair and cried out with his prepubescent voice, "Every person is a human."